Hi there, good morning. This is Bram Foxglove, and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio. So universe, please show us, what does Scorpio need to know for their highest good and for the good of all? This reading helps all, this reading harms none, according to free will, so mote it be. What does Scorpio need to know? What is going on currently? The energy surrounding Scorpio at the current time. Okay, Ten of Wands. You've got a lot on your plate. You're feeling a little overwhelmed, feeling burdened. You're managing, but you're like, whew, I'm ready for a break here. I'm ready for some downtime. You know, maybe work has been stressful, relationships. You're going into the holiday season like, okay, I'm ready for a break. Okay, what's getting in the way? What is Scorpio's obstacle? Okay, you're waiting for an opening for some kind of offer. If you're thinking currently about your love life, you're waiting for someone to come toward you, to say like, hey, let's get together, hey, let's, reconcile, hey, let's move forward. So you're waiting for an offer. If this reading, if the thing you're focused on right now is work and career, it could be like you're waiting on a job offer. You're trying to find a new job. So some kind of offer. You're waiting, but it hasn't come yet. Okay. What is above? So let's crown this. What is manifesting? Okay, so yeah, you're getting ready to be around family. There may be some kids involved. You're also thinking about the past, thinking about times when you felt more like you had people around you that cared. You're kind of feeling a little bit like you want to feel like you're surrounded by comfort. And what I'm getting right now is that you're not feeling that way, but you're aligning yourself with that. It just hasn't happened yet. You haven't gotten that sweetness that, in this picture there's these two little kids, and one is giving flowers to the other, and it's just about sweetness and care and comfort. So that's where you're aligning yourself. Okay, so what's beneath the veil? Show me what is beneath. Where's this coming from? Okay, so yeah, you do feel very grounded. You feel very stable in your life. Your finances are good. You're like, wow, I've got this stability, I've got this grounding, so now I want that emotional fulfillment. And so that's the tension I'm seeing right now is, you've got the stability, but you're also like, okay, I want the warm fuzzy stuff that I want to come from this stability, and you just haven't gotten it yet. It hasn't arrived, and you're kind of tired. You're like, gosh, I've been like really working so hard, working on myself, working on my stability. I want that sense of belonging that goes with it. Okay, recent past. High Priestess. Okay, before I say anything about that, let me look at the near future. Queen of Wands. Okay. Alright, I'm going to hold off on saying anything about that until I see some more. Okay, advice for Scorpio. Okay. And what is in Scorpio's environment? Hopes and fears. Outcome. Okay. Okay. Okay, you sought clarity. You really kind of checked in with your intuition. You got really quiet. And maybe you made an intuitive choice recently. Wasn't really like based on logic. It was based more on like this feels right. And then coming up in the near future, I'm trying to sense whether this is your energy or someone's energy that's going to be entering soon. I want to say that this is you. That you are embodying this Queen of Wands energy. Because what you're wanting is you're wanting to attract. You're not wanting to go out and try to make something happen. Like that's how we manifest goodness in our life, is by embodying that energy and then attracting it. So if we're trying to like go out and force solutions, it just continues to elude us. But if we focus on ourselves and on becoming this Queen of Wands, this radiant, beautiful, attractive energy, then the things we want will come to us. So that's where you're shifting, is, from this kind of earthy, grounded Ten of Pentacles space, where you're listening to your intuition, you're trusting your spiritual guidance, not just material, and you're doing the heavy lifting in this Ten of Wands energy to manifest yourself as this Queen of Wands, which is not just grounded. She is grounded, but she's also magnetic, because she feels good in her spirit, not just in her material life. So, she's really about self-care, about aliveness. And that's what you're cultivating. That's where you're moving into to manifest this kind of sweetness and emotional comfort and fulfillment is through that cultivation of aliveness. And then the advice the cards have for you is the Four of Cups, which is, if it's not for you, don't accept it. Don't go after it. Like, you don't have to take something that's not up to your standards. And that's one of the ways we attract what is right for us, is by saying no to the things that are close but no cigar. So there may be a person that is available to you that you're like, well, I could, that's good enough, I guess. Like, nothing else better is coming along, I'll just go for that. Don't do that. Or it may be a job. It's like, okay, here's this job. Yeah, not so great. Hold out. You don't have to accept the first thing that comes along. And then the space you're in, this is an interesting card to see here, is a choice. You do have a choice to make, or you will in the near future. And so you're in the energy right now of holding those choices without necessarily needing to choose yet. Your hopes and fears. Oh my God, am I going to be hanging in this forever? Is this going to take forever? Like, am I just going to be hanging out in this space of not knowing forever and nothing's going to get resolved? And that's just a fear. That's not reality. And in the outcome, you're going to get to rest a little bit. You're going to have a little bit of a break from all of this waiting and wanting and carrying this heavy load, and you get to take that break. Now, this card here that I played out on the outcome and the crown, which is sort of the connector between the two. Like, the crown is what you're manifesting through your current situation, and then the outcome is like where it all kind of lands, assuming that things go as they're continuing to go. And this card is what connects your consciousness, what you're manifesting, with the outcome, and that is determination and strength of will. And you really have that. You have that discipline. So what I'm seeing here is continue to lean into that you can create what you're wanting, but it may just take a little time, and you're not there yet. But that's okay. You're aligning yourself with what you want, and you will be successful. That's pretty clear in this spread. I mean, this is a positive spread. It's not a like it's not a go you're out there kicking butt and taking names, like blowing up kind of spread. It's not that yet. But it's also not like, oh, watch out. There's nothing really negative here, honestly. There's a little bit of waiting. There's a little bit of like, oh, I'm tired. There's a little bit of like, yeah, not that. But this is moving into a place where you're really aligned with your highest good. So, all right, that's what I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.